welcome back to the Scottish Hero. And since last episode, I haven't played 2 games, I've played 3 games. And it's slowly getting into the right direction. Because as you might remember, we lost 3 games in a row. And the last game of last episode, we finally kind of got a small piece of success when we got a draw. But since then, I played 3 games and we actually managed to win 2 of them. And they were at home games, and then we had a draw for an away game. And the reason for me playing 3 games, because I was thinking here for the end of the season, I had a few different options. If I only would have played 2 games, today's episode will be these 2 games. And I usually skip 2 games between episode, but then I have 2 games left. Should I skip the 2 last games of the season? No, of course I can't do that. But at the other hand, I was thinking, like, should I play these games and then do these 2? And then I noticed, like, the last 2 games I've left, Valkyrie is a big, huge game. Take a look at the league table, you can see we're still in 4th position. And Valkyrie, they are 2nd place. So this is a huge game. So we definitely want to play them. But then we took a look at the last 2 guys, and you find that they are basically in the bottom of the table. Aloha and Morton. And Aloha is on a relegation spot, and and Morton just above them. It wouldn't be a very exciting episode playing the 2 weakest teams in the league. What I'm going to do is, for today's episode, we're going to play Valkyrie away, a really tough away game. Definitely couldn't be the time when we go back into the Reds again. And then we're going to skip the lower game, and then we are going to play off Morton as the last game of the normal season. As it looks right now, we're in a really good position for a playoff spot. Because as you can see, behind us is Mirren at 45 points. And that means they need to take quite a few points while we need to miss out on a lot of points. And since the last 2 games we have is at home against the 2 of the weaker teams in the league, that's pretty much a big chance for us. We should be winning at least one of them. And that should be enough for us to qualify for the playoffs. But of course we want to get into as good position as possible. Because we're only 1 point behind the other teams here. And it would be fantastic if we can overtake them. A good results against Valkyrie would of course be great. And then if we can get good results in the last 2 games, since we're up against weaker opponents, that could definitely happen. Because I think the 4th team, they will be up against the team that gets relegated. Or the qualification team here from the Premiership. And of course, if we get higher up, we won't get a Premiership team. So that might be easier. I'm not certain. It depends on the level of the Premiership teams. And yeah, enough talking. Let's submit the team and get to the game. And it's actually a special thing because, as you know, I loaned a right winger, Wilson, but he's not available to play this game. He's not injured, but this is actually the club we loaned him from, and he can't play his own team, so he's not available to play this game. So Malaga is here again, and hopefully he can do well in the absence of Wilson. But yeah, we need to keep on performing. We are definitely going to reach the playoffs. I can't see us missing it with having 2 easy at home games. Probably jinx it now though, so maybe that could be bad news. But hopefully we can get a good result here. And if we get a good result here, we will be in a great situation to not end up in 4th place, getting into an even better spot that could draw us against easier opponents. But it's going to be really hard. And look at this, they are creating stuff from scratch here. And maybe though we can turn it around. But we barred that far down the pitch. It's not going to be much up on top. Oh my god, that was a really bad pass, and this is really dangerous. And luckily for us, he didn't get that good of a finisher. But yeah, this is definitely by far the toughest game of the ones we are left playing. One of the best teams in the league away. But I think we need to start thinking about the formation. I want to look at how it does the game match stats actually look, because I'm considering going counter-attacking. But I want to give it a few more minutes, because it's only been 3 minutes, so the statistics right now can't be really trusted. Because we are currently attacking, and attacking has been working pretty well for us in the last few games. But yeah, I think we should go counter-attacking instead. So let's change that one around. See if that works better, if they are going to completely dominate the possession like that. Now actually the clock is just ticking. They were getting highlight after highlight. Now nothing is going on at all instead. Of course, a draw is not a bad result here. A draw here could be the start. If we can win the last 2 games against at home against easier opponents, a draw here could be enough if they lose this point in any other game. But still, we are not in the lead, and we're not in the lead. We can't be happy, at least not for the players. Take a look here at the latest scores, and what's the team we're interested in now, of course, Motherwell, but they are not playing right now, so it doesn't have any effect for us. That's the only team we care about. And look at this, the clock just keep on ticking with nothing going on at all. Martin is having a really shitty game and looks very nervous. I think it's time to sub him before I make a serious mistake here. So let's do that. It's a lad that's very nervous on the pitch. You definitely don't want a centre back to be that guy. And other than that, I think we could change Flores to bring on Easton. Flores has been playing pretty well during the last few games, so he's been starting like 3 or 4 games in a row now, just because he's actually been performing decently. But look at the stop now. Here's Jones with a throw in. And cleared, but he gets it back. What are you doing? What are you doing? Completely unnecessary to take a risk like that. No reason at all. Luckily though, our central defender showed that that lad wasn't very nervous. Still, we don't know where this highlight is heading. It's all the way down to their goalie, but where will it go from here? I feel like we always lose challenges like that. And look at this, some really bad marking. And that's a goal. And of course, we have nothing to lose here. We are back to attacking. We'll probably go to strikers very soon if nothing happens here. Yeah, look at the marking there. A huge mistake. He doesn't see him. He just runs quite past him. That's a huge mistake by our defender there. Really, like, he's just watching the ball and doesn't notice what's going on around him. Nothing happens here, so let's go all out. Let's go 2 strikers. Let's go crazy attacking style, or what they call them. I think Stanton doesn't do well today this game, so we're going to do it like this. And bring down Easton as the midfielder instead. I bring in Smith as the second striker. Gonna have you as a bit defensively here, because that's what you do best, but you will stay on support. And then of course we're gonna go route 1. We have nothing to lose here. Just bumping up 10 seconds, 10 minutes. We will be overloading also. And of course we're gonna have a team talk aggressively. Guys, you need to push forward, because it doesn't matter to us if we concede another one. That makes no difference at all. The only thing that matters if we can equalize, because if we can equalize, we are in a situation to overtake them in the last 2 easier games. They are up against tougher opponents. But of course, playing all out attacking like we are now definitely makes us very vulnerable for counterattacks. The clock keep on ticking. Where is this heading? McCallum goes pretty far up the pitch. This is the way, it comes nowhere. And that was a very important stay there by McCallum. Really important. I don't feel like actually our long balls doesn't seem to work very well, because I feel like whenever we do our long ball, they always wins it. And yeah, we are back in the losing streak, but we knew this was going to be the hard game. The 2 games we have left is at home against the 2 of the weaker teams of the league. If we would have gotten the points here, it would have been a bonus. The next 2 games are the must-win games, and the next 2 games, if we get a good result from them, we actually have the chance to overtake one of the other teams. So first, of course, the lads need to know that this is disappointing. Whenever we lose, this is always a disappointment. And Motherwell lost. Look at this. Motherwell also lost against Queen of the South. They weren't playing at the same time as us, so at least I didn't see them. I must have missed them. I must have been blind. But they also lost, which means we are just 1 point behind them. Let's take a look at their last few games, their schedule here. They have... Oh yes, this game is of course done. They haven't shown up. So they have... Ayr is definitely an easy win for them. Ayr is in the bottom of the league. But this game against Dunfermline away, Dunfermline is not the greatest team in the league, but they're definitely not the weakest one. So I think they definitely have a chance on taking points playing at home against Motherwell if they can do well. That could be something that have the chance to help us. It definitely could. But yeah, let's get back to the match here and leave it. And yeah, let's move forward then to the last game, not of the season because we're gonna have the playoffs, but the last game of the regular league table. And looking at the table now, there is actually a very slim chance for Dunfermline to overtake us. But that means they need to win all their 2 games, and we need to kind of lose one of them, or maybe like a draw or something. But we need to lose one of them and one draw. And against these 2 teams at home, we need to win at least one of them, and I think we can win both. So yeah, enough talking. Why I'm talking so much? Let's move ahead to the Morton game. And the Aloha game went just as planned, and a pretty easy 3-1 victory. At the same time, actually, Motherwell only got a draw against Ayr. So that was a great result for us, because that means this is all in our own hands. If we win today's game, we will end at least in 3rd place. There is, of course, a small chance for us to overtaking Valkyrie, because they are playing at home, but they are playing at Hamilton, and Hamilton is a team that's been dominating this season. So Hamilton wants to end with a good win. Maybe they can create something really good for us here against Valkyrie. But for this to even matter, we need to win against Morton, and Morton will be very, very motivated. Because if you take a look at the league table here, they are only with goal difference above this relegation playoff position. It's only goal difference that's like it's the only difference between those teams. So they're going to be hugely motivated to do a great game. But yeah, it's all in our hands now. We have the chance to even get in 2nd place, but it's all our hands to end top 3. Because if we win, we will end in top 3. And oh, look at this. He is actually injured. I think we should take a little bit of advantage. Oh, can we see what type of injury it is? Initial thigh injury. We're going to take a little bit advantage of this and try to use hard tackles at him. Maybe we can get him out of the pitch. So, of course, we can tell them to just pick up from last game, but that didn't work at all. So let's see if we can have some better effect on them. And yeah, we managed to get quite a few of them happy, and even better, a few of them went become motivated. So yeah, this is the last game, and of course we're going to be watching the latest scores. But this is the last game of the season when it comes to normal league. But we know that we are heading. Oh, look at this! An early injury for Motherwell. That's probably bad news for them. But yeah, we knew that's the case, and we take a good start here. Martin, it's actually his 1st goal of the season. And of course we have the playoffs, but this is the last game of the normal season. And a beautiful right timing there for Martin to score his 1st Clyde goal. And of course, let's bring up the league table also. Right now, Falcons still have a better goal difference. We won't catch them on goal difference. Our only chance to overtake them is if Hamilton wins. Because I can't see us scoring like 5-6 more goals in this game, even though we can play well. I don't think we can score that many goals. And look at this! Dunfermline actually took the lead against Motherwell, which means that like we're in a really good situation with top 3 now. We almost can't miss it. We need to lose this game while they turn it around and win their game for us to not end top 3, kind of ish, I think. And a decent try there by Smith, but not good enough. Now we are keeping the eyes on the Falkir Hamilton game, because that can have a huge effect on us. And of course we're going to tell the lads we are not pleased. We always expect more, we always want more, we always demand more. And it looks like Falkir has taken the lead here. They did it during extra time in the 1st half. So we will most likely end up in 3rd place if nothing strange happens. But you never know. Hamilton, they are topping the league. They could come out with a last big game of the season and turn this around if you get a little bit lucky here. But kind of doubt that will happen. But draw doesn't seem unrealistic. But a draw won't be enough for us, of course. And we are putting some pressure on them here. Here's Smith of Wilson. That was a bad pass, though. Really bad pass. It could be bad news for us. But intercepted there by Martin. It's not only scoring goals, it's intercepting important passes. But where is this heading? Just back and forth, back and forth. We've seen that before, though. we're used to it. It happens so many times with our highlights, and yeah, intercepted. Oh my God, they are so lucky. Take a look at that goal. Take a look at the replay. They are insanely lucky. Really, really, really lucky. Take a look how the ball is bouncing back and forth, back and forth. I think they should like go out and buy a lottery ticket or something. Because we, damn it, so lucky. It's a really, really beautiful shot, but everything up to that finisher was so much luck involved. So much. But we are in it to win it. We are going to stay attacking. We want to win this game. We want to end the regular season with a normal game win before the playoffs. But let's take a look who is actually tired here. I think we have a few players who want to change around here, and I think that will be good for now. Let's keep it like that, and then I'll give it a few more minutes in case an injury happens. Still keeping my eyes very much close here on what's going on in the other games. But we need to win this, and Motherwell needs to score 2 goals for it to happen. And that's definitely not what we were wanting. They had 2 highlights the whole game. 2 highlights, and they scored 2 goals. They look at this. 2 shots on target, 2 goals. 4 shots the whole game. My God. This is I'm lacking words what to say. This is really, really, really bad. Like extremely, extremely bad. We're still like kind of hard for me to get upset as long, but now Motherwell only need to score 1 goal to overtake us. This is crazy. And like, since we are completely dominating the game, I never saw this one coming. So we had everything. They had 2 shots on goal the whole game. 2 shots on goal, 2 goals. And I'm definitely going to have a team talk also. Come on, why don't you allow me to have a team talk game? I think it's bad that you can't do team talks while other changes are going on. Because we'll concentrate, guys. So I feel like that shouldn't affect it anyway. It's kind of like, if you look at regular game, it's pretty common for the coach to, like, while like a player is subbing, he talks to another player that's already on the pitch and give him instructions and so on. So I feel like, why shouldn't we be able to do it in Football Manager? I'm worried. Like, why are we on this pitch, on our pitch? Why aren't you higher up, guys? There's like nobody there but a bird. Oh, it's going to be a penalty. It's going to be a penalty. In the 18th minute, it's going to be a penalty. And, oh, I'm nervous. I'm really, really nervous. Because if we manage to score here, and that's a big if. Yes, we did. Now, a draw wouldn't be enough for Motherwell. Because with the current standing, if Motherwell would have scored here, they actually would have overtaken us on goal difference. But now they need to score 2. But still, I'm going to keep playing like this. It might come up biting me in the butt, but I'm here to take 3 points. I'm not here for a draw. And of course, this is a risky move. But look at this. Reed for Jones. Jones puts it into the box. And cleared. Dowling picks it up. All the way back for McLaughlin. Dowling. Stanton. Easton. Baird. Back to Stanton. He finds Baird. And there it is! There it is! There it is! And now it's time to change things around. Now we're gonna be defensive. Look at the clock. Finally, things is turning out to become what we wanted. But yeah, I definitely feel like a game like this shouldn't have been this close. And Falker is destroying Hamilton. 3 goals against none, so we won't have any chance on overtaking them for the 2nd position. And that's a highlight ASAP. Oh my god. Now I'm really nervous. Because this could be bad news for us. Intercepted though by Martin. Martin is playing really well today, I think. Need to take a look at his rating later on, but I think he's done very, very well. But probably saying things like that means that he's going to be making a huge mistake pretty soon. So maybe I shouldn't have done that. But I have a feeling he's been doing really well. That's definitely unnecessary. That's not the way you're playing when you're playing defensively, trying to waste time. You do that, you don't take a chance on dribbling. You just pass the ball, easy passings. And, oh my god, come on lads. Oh my god. That's insane. That's crazy. That's, whoa. What the hell? Take a look at this shot. This game is crazy. We have seen 6 goals. The game isn't over yet. And take a look at this shot. This is a sensational. That's like a once in a lifetime goal. Sensational. Unfortunately for us though, against us. And yeah, I'm lacking words. I'm lacking words. If we weren't in a good situation here, ending third in the league, I would be a lot more salty. And for a game like this, like, you can be happy with the way you've been attacking, but with the defense, I'm not sure. But it looks like my defense is actually getting good ratings. So I think it's kind of more of the midfielders, because there's been many times when they have had all the room in the world in the midfield, with nobody putting pressure on them, nobody attacking them, even though we are playing with like really much closing down. But yeah, that was said. Martin did a very good game. So our central defenders played well. I think it was more of a midfield thing, because they got so much room there. But that brings, we need to take a look at the last table. And let's actually get to the real league table. These are the results, but this is the way the league ended on normal terms. And definitely okay season. We were quite, not close to challenging Hamilton. But I think like with another season rebuilding our team, because we just got promoted, you need to remember that. I think we could have challenged them. What's the good thing here is if you look at average rating, both the number 1 guy and the number 2 guy plays for us, so Wilson and Stanton. Wilson is of course a lone player. And I actually like took a look to see can we sign him or something like that, but he has a contract and we can only afford free transfers. But this is the way the league ended, and that means we are going to have playoff games. And let's just move further to secure who we are actually getting in the playoff games. And look at this. Look at this. This must be a kind of some sort of joke. So we got Motherwell, and you all knew the story with Motherwell, that they tried to sign me. They offered me their job, or at least a job interview for the position as their manager. So yeah, we are heading for the Ladbrokes Championship Pro playoffs against Motherwell. We'll start away against them, and then we are going to play at home. And if we win, there's going to be another round with the playoffs. But after that, maybe we will get promoted to the highest league. But only time will tell. It's been a very interesting, kind of nerve-wracking episode, and I'll see you in the next episode.